Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FRTV Live with me, Jaffa. We're going to be joined by a very special guest. Rocky Hampshire is going to be joining us for kickoff. Just while we're building up to kickoff, then here at the newly named Steel City Stadium, the home of the Sheffield Eagles for this Betfred Championship match between Sheffield Eagles and Featherstone Rovers. I'll quickly run through the teams for you. At fullback for Sheffield is Matty Marsh. On the wings, Matty Dawson-Jones and Billy Walkley. In the centres, Chris Wellams and Will Oakes. Standoff, Corey Johnson. Scrum half, Danny Craven. Props is Marcus Green and Blake Broadbent. Hooker, Harry Bowes, starting in the team for the first time today for Sheffield. Connor Bauer and Titus Gazi is the second rowers, with loose forwards Martin Riley. The Rovers team line up as follows. At fullback is Caleb Akins. On the wings, Gareth Gale and Daryl Alforts. At the centre is Bailey O'Connor and James Glover. In the halves for Rovers, Ben Reynolds and Callum Turner. And Jimmy Beckett is starting back at prop after his HIA last week. He missed the game through HIA assessment. Nathan Wild, the other prop. At the hooker is Connor Jones, starting hooker today. In the second rows for Rovers, Brad Day and Clay Webb, and captain Danny Addy at loose forward. The subs for Rovers is Sitaleki Akawula, 21 Jordan Williams, King Vuniayua, and 19 Robson Stevens. So we are joined here by our very special guest today, Rocky Hampshire. Rocky, welcome to Sheffield.
Thank you for having me today.
I'm sure you'd rather be out there on the field though, eh?
I would, mate, I would, but second best place here with you two, eh?
I'm glad you said that. But you've not got much to live up to. We had Josh Hardcastle at Doncaster for that game, so you've not got much to live up to there.
No, hopefully I can be better than him today.
Well, we'll see.
I hope he's listening now.
I hope he is as well. He'll get a message in a minute. So we are live here on FRTV with me, Jaffa, and Rocky Hampshire joins us. We build up to kick-off, a couple of minutes away from kick-off. Rocky, I'm sure you've been in and around the boys this week in training after the defeat last week. What's been Cookie's message this week to the boys?
To start fast, to punch through Sheffield with speed and power, and keep the game quick and trying to put pressure on them early.
And this field allows that, doesn't it? It allows quick play on a field like this 3G style field. Do you think that's going to benefit Rovers today with the fast speed? And obviously, hopefully, looking at the clouds, there are a few clouds up there, but it's dry at the moment.
It should do, yeah. But then again, you know, Sheffield play on this all year, and it's similar to Widnes, that they know how to play the pitch, and playing on this pitch is a totally different game, and bounce to the ball and that kind of stuff can come into it as well. So it can turn out tricky if you're not careful.
Oh, Joe, just before we go on to the game then, Rocky, obviously you've had your operation now and you're probably itching to get back. How's it going? How's the rehab going so far?
Very good, mate. Obviously I broke my arm on the Sunday at Doncaster, and then by Tuesday I had surgery, and I was kept in overnight till Wednesday afternoon, so just for checks to be done and medication to be processed and taken and that kind of stuff, and then it was home for recovery really. So I'm nearly 2 weeks deep into it. I get pot changed in a few days, another check, and you know, I think I'll probably be bandaged up for about 6 weeks, and then I can start strengthening it back up. So I'll probably just miss the season, even if we get to the final. It might be a little bit too soon, but yeah, hopefully it shouldn't be as long as we thought.
Oh, that's good news then for the Rovers fans then here today. I am sat on your bad arm side, so if I get excited, I apologise.
No worries.
So yes, we are here then at the Steel City Stadium for this Featherstone Rovers game in the Betfred Championship. Craig Lingard, the Sheffield coach, just coming out onto the field. And he's got trainers on. I can't remember last time I saw him with trainers on. He's normally at the side of the field with his flip-flops,
Oh yeah, he's got big calves as well. The trainers are doing him justice there. His calves look big.
I'll tell you what, let me put that under there so it's not flying away. I've got some teams for you, Rocky, there if you do need them, but you'll probably know them far better than me. So, like I say, a couple of changes in the Rovers team then today. Jimmy Beckett comes back in. What's Jimmy bring to the team, Rocky? He's been the ever-present this year, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He works very hard in that middle. He's solid. Doesn't do anything he's supposed special, but in terms of the team, it is very special. Carries tough, gets quick play at balls, and he's always in shape, especially for us halves. You want your middles in shape, ready to play to execute some plays and generate some ruck speed. So, and then in defence, he's very tough as well. He works hard and puts pressure on their attack. So, Jimmy's very solid in that middle for us.
Yeah, he's definitely one to have in the team. He's probably one of those names that go on the team sheet straight away, isn't he? Looking at the bench for Rovers today, Akawula, Williams, Vuniyawa and Robson Stevens. Now that's a big bench, isn't it?
It is, yeah, very powerful bench. I'm looking forward to seeing Robson play. Robson hasn't played for a while, so I don't think we need to expect overly anything brilliant from him, but he will. I hope he has a good game.
Yeah, it's good to get him back into the game, isn't it? Right then, the teams are coming out onto the field, led by Sheffield Eagles 13, Ghazi, and our 13, Danny Addy. Rovers donning the green shirt once again today here at the Steel City of Sheffield for this afternoon's Betfred Championship match. Thanks for joining us here on FRTV Live. We'll get you up to date and keep you up to date as much as we can. Today's referee is Tara Jones. I think the last time, you probably hear the hooter there right in our ear, but the last time we had Tara, I think, was Toulouse away, Rocky, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, she had a really good game. She's new into the full-time refereeing, and she had a really good game at Toulouse, and I hope she has a good game today for her development.
So once again, welcome to FRTV Live. The teams are lining up for the photographs, and it looks like it'll be Rovers lining up to kick off, looking at that, Rocky. So as we look at the field, if you know the ground here in Sheffield, we're in the main stand, the only stand actually. We're looking out at the field. Rovers playing right to left in the first half. Callum then, he's been sat waiting, hasn't he, all year to get a game, and last week of course came into the team obviously due to your absence, Rocky, but how's he taken the number 6 or 7 shirts, shall we say? Yeah,
Callum's a very, very talented player. He's quick, he's strong, he's bigger than he looks. Good kick off there from him, straight in the corner. And I thought he was a little bit quiet last week. I thought he could have put a bit more of a stamp on the game, and I have spoke to him about that, just trying to help him, and he knows that. And Cal just needs to get some confidence because he hasn't played that much, and you can't expect too much from him really. But I hope he comes out of his shell today, and then for the following games the rest of the season.
So Rovers kick off then to Sheffield. Sheffield drive down the middle on tackle 3. Rovers solid defence, keeping Sheffield in their own half, in their own 30 on the 4th tackle there. Sheffield sending the ball to the right edge. Craven there, and that's in a knock on then by Sheffield number 11, Connor Bauer. I'm just working out where everybody is positioning themselves. Connor Bauer on this side with Chris Wellham for Sheffield. So a knock on tackle 4, giving Rovers great possession in the Sheffield half, just over 30 metres out, Rocky. That's a nice place to start, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought Sheffield threw a good play there, and I don't know why the contest in that knock on. I think they were trying to say there was an hand in, but didn't like it from here, and hopefully we'll just build some pressure here and throw a bit of for a few plays at him.
Scrum feed then. Callum Turner takes on the line, throws the ball out back, looking for Gaz Gale, but it goes to ground, but Gaz Gale manages to get hold of that ball. Connor who's that at half-back? I couldn't see who at half-back there. That's Brad Day charging the ball, and Bailey O'Connor it was. Bailey O'Connor was at half-back. We've got Connor Jones to Addy. Charges down the middle. Danny Addy takes us into the Sheffield 20. Going down the right, Jimmy Beckett down the middle. Good offload there to Featherstone Rovers number 37, Nathan Wild. Coming back to the post with Addy. And Beckett tries the step. 5 metres out from the Sheffield line. Last tackle, the referee has a hand in the air. Connor Jones looks like he's coming. Oh, I thought he was going left. He's gone right to Ben Reynolds. Reynolds puts a little grubber into the in goal. Big in goals here. And Sheffield run the ball dead. So that's a repeat set. Cook will be happy with that, Rocky.
Yeah, great set. I didn't realise how big in goals was, so that that's good. That rolling it through Ben Reynolds and for one of the middles to chase through, and then they took it dead.
Yeah, very big in goals on this field here at Sheffield. So, drop out then. Tries the short drop out. Not sure that's gone 10, has it? Nope, it seems to have stopped. So, they try the short drop out. Are you a fan of that short drop out, Rocky, or would you rather just get it deep, especially?
I'm not. You just put yourself under too much pressure.
2 minutes into the game.
Fev could take 2 here. I don't think they will, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's kind of sending a message that you don't back your defence on the try line.
So Rovers don't take 2 though, but they run the ball in on tackle 1. Underneath the post now are Rovers. Looking to post the first points this afternoon. Ball's coming out to the left. Great ball there by Ben Reynolds to Clay Webb, who looks like he's held up over the line. So good defence by Sheffield, but a great line by Clay there, wasn't it?
Yeah, great line by Clay on that lead out, and Corey Johnson put a really good tackle in there to buy time for his teammates to come help him.
So bring it back out to the 10. Goes across to the right. Ben Reynolds couldn't take in the ball and knocks on then. So didn't make the pressure pay there.
No. Hopefully get a good reaction in defence and flip it on its head here.
And that's what I think Cookie's probably looking for more than anything this week, isn't it? The reaction after last week. And we've started off pretty solid there, but just not quite getting that over the line. So, scrum feed. Corey Johnson feeds the scrum. Sheffield bring the ball out from their own 10-metre line. Going down that left edge. Connor Jones getting stuck in with the tackles there with Nathan Wild. Oh, did that bobble? Oh, he's not. Referee's not giving it. It's Gwazi down the middle for Sheffield. But once again, good Rovers defence turns him onto his back. Plays the ball, one-handed pick up there by Harry Bowes, taking the ball. He's started at hooker today for Sheffield over the halfway line. Sheffield take the ball down the middle, and that's a lazy arm and a head shot by Jimmy Beckett there, giving Sheffield a penalty just inside the Rovers' half. Got to be strong here in defence. Kick to touch. I don't think people realise how windy it actually is today. It's a little bit windy, isn't it?
So got to be careful on the kicks to touch today.
So Wellham taps the ball. Connor Bauer drives it in for Sheffield. Sheffield 15 away from the Rovers' line. Big defensive set needed. Sheffield straight through the middle of the Rovers' defence. Number 16, who was that? That's Blake Broadbent for Sheffield. Charges through the middle, but the touch judge holds back. The referee comes back and says, is that a forward pass?
Some sort of obstruction, I think. Yeah.
She's given a penalty for obstruction. The ball boy's taking the ball on. The water carriers are on. Everybody thought it was a try. You probably heard we're sat in the stand. I think the fans thought it was a try. To be honest, I did as well. But Rovers then getting a penalty, but they kick to touch, and it doesn't find touch, but it ends up down the other side of the field. That's a coach killer, isn't it, Rocky?
Yeah, it's yeah. I just think he underestimated the wind, like we said then. And
yeah, and so did that
somebody else who did that pass. Yeah,
yeah.
But I think that's the thing in opening of games. You have to feel out the other team, how they're defending, how they're attacking, how the wind is, how the pitch is, how the kicks are. So,
and we've got all of that in one in the last 5 minutes.
You got all in one, so hopefully all the so that's done with now.
Right. Okay. So let's reset. Sheffield bringing the ball out on tackle 3. Ghazi down the middle. Gets tackled on halfway by 4 Rovers tacklers. Sheffield then take the ball to the middle. Danny Craven.
Playing a lot of change of direction, Sheffield on.
Yeah, a lot of angles going in.
A lot of drop-offs, yeah.
Yeah. Last tackle then. Sheffield has the ball. Craven puts the ball in the air. Caleb Akins at fullback, solid as a rock, catches that ball and brings the ball back. Is this when the backs come in, isn't it, and rotate and give the forwards a bit of a rest?
Yeah, we'll look at some strong carries here off Gaz and Durrell and maybe Bailey O'Connor coming round from that right side, but Gaz and Durrell are absolutely brilliant for us in backfield.
Great yards by Gaz Gale here. He called it. Bailey O'Connor drives the ball towards the middle of the field. Rovers 40 out from their own line. Very slow play the ball, that. Here's Daryl. Anybody think you've played in this team, Rocky?
Yeah, I could probably close my eyes and just tell me where ball is on pitch and I'll tell you what's going to happen.
Here come Rovers then. Nice drop-off ball. Brad Day to Bailey O'Connor. Takes the ball now on the last tackle. 40 away
I think Craven arm's gone.
And you know a lot about that, mate, don't you? Callum Turner tries taking the line on the last tackle, but as you say, Craven in the background grabbing his arm there. That won't be a good sight for the Sheffield fans, but for us Rovers fans, nice to see Callum trying to take the line on there. Didn't quite come off for him, but it was good to see him running with the ball in hand.
Yeah, it was. It's just the last tackle though, so I think he needs to concentrate on just getting his kick away, putting himself in a better position to get that away rather than putting himself under pressure.
Yeah, because I think that's the thing that yourself and Reynolds, Ben's done, haven't you, this year? Get them in corners, turn teams around in corners and make them bring it out. Okay, Harry Bowes then gets a quick play the ball and goes into the Rovers half of the field. Johnson juggles with the ball but manages to catch it again.
Danny Craven seems all right, which is good.
Yeah, Craven is back in the field of play now, back playing. That's Martin Riley taking the ball forward. That Blake Broadbent now. Marcus Green as well. The big lads down the middle for Sheffield doing all the hard work at the moment. Craven with ball in hand. Grubbers into touch and goes out on the full. Luckily it wasn't too far. 5 metres go. Ball back and Rovers get possession back. A little bit of a flat start, I think, to this game. I think is this just the feeling each team feeling each other out?
I think so. Yeah, I think just feeling each other out and let's just get a 2-ended set and try and get a good kick away or a good finish.
So then Rovers drive the ball in with Wild. Gaz Gale now takes the ball in on tackle 2. Connor Jones at half back. No Will Jubb for Rovers this afternoon, so Connor Jones, I'm presuming, is going to be doing a full 80 minutes. Reynolds with his hands on the ball, and Beckett takes a charge down the middle and over halfway. Good leg drive after contact there by Jimmy Beckett. Ball out to the right, straight down the middle though. Danny Addy taking on the Sheffield defence. It's the last tackle. Ball back to Reynolds. Reynolds puts the ball in the air. That ball could go anywhere with this wind. 2 people come up with the ball, and Matty Dawson-Jones catches it and comes away with the ball. I thought there was a bit of a couple of people not communicating at the back there, but he managed to get the ball.
Yeah, Ben Reynolds put a good kick into the corner there. Well, it blew back into field of play into the tram 20, but I think the left edge just needed to hold the feet a little bit and wait for the guy to catch it to put a decent tackle in instead of giving space to run into.
So that's Martin Riley down the middle for Sheffield on the halfway line. To the middle, Corey Johnson. Little step and offload there to Blake Broadbent, taking it down the middle again for Sheffield. Seems to be taking Rovers on down the middle a lot, do Sheffield in these early stages. Great take by Gaz Gale though at the back.
Looks like they're going to be trying to pin us in our right-hand corner with Gaz Gale through Danny Craven's kick and then try and tighten up for the carries off Bailey O'Connor. Yeah,
it seems to be going into that the Rovers right every time, doesn't it? Danny Craven on the left edge for Sheffield every time. 11 minutes gone then here in Sheffield. Oh, I thought Daryl was through the line there. Rovers bringing the ball back out. And here's Glover playing against his former team. He must be excited about today's game as well.
Yeah, he's hoping to get a penalty there. Yeah, penalty.
Yeah, hand on the ball. Easy. Hey, we were having a little push and shove as well. But yeah, hand on the ball there. And watch the stuff. Yeah, we nearly got hit by the ball. I'd have saved your hand.
Cheers, mate.
I think you were aiming for us there with Benny Reynolds. But anyway, here we go then. Clay Webb drives in on tackle 1 for Rovers. Into the Sheffield half already. Comes down the near side. Here he goes. That's Ben Reynolds taking the ball in on tackle 2.
Good carry by Ben. That's what
Connor
Jones off the back
quick
of it.
play the ball. Oh, Connor Jones nearly through the line. Just 12 metres away then from the Sheffield Eagles line. Featherstone Rovers go down the right-hand edge. Callum Turner gets the ball in one hand and goes straight through the middle, straight underneath the post. Both touches has gone through. I'm watching for it this time. And Tower Jones points to the spot. The first point on the board. And it's a Rovers try by Callum Turner. Do you want to just talk us through what happened there?
Yeah,
Rocky?
brilliant. A bit of a play from left to right. The play actually broke down a little bit. I think one of the leads was off, and the ball ended up in Callum Turner's hand. He's come back off his right foot to catch some players back through the middle, and he's just accelerated through the post.
Great try by Rovers. 14 minutes gone then here at the Steel City Stadium, and it's Featherstone Rovers 4, Sheffield Eagles 0 with a try by Callum Turner, and it's should be a nice easy conversion then for Ben Reynolds right underneath the posts.
Yeah, it was a good try that. That's what we were saying. Get Callum Turner more on ball. He needs to, he's coming out of his shell a little bit in the game, and that's good. He's started well. I think they just need to for this set now, just get some momentum going forward, get some strong carries and kick long, and try and get a good defensive set off that and put Sheffield back under some sort of pressure.
So that came obviously on the last. I think they thought we was going to probably kick it, and he took the ball down the middle. But Ben Reynolds converts the try then. Here it's Featherstone Rovers 6, Sheffield Eagles 4. Thanks for joining us on FRTV Live. It's me, Jaffa, and our special guest today, Rocky Hampshire. So, is it a caller complete now, Rocky, after that then? It's been a bit edgy, hasn't it, that first 10-15 minutes? And
yeah,
we've gone in to score points. It's just a matter of completing this set now, I think.
I'll go kick off. That's with...
Bounce straight through the middle. Beckett gets the kick-off. Charges straight down the middle towards Martin Riley in the Sheffield defence. Marcus Green and Riley doing a lot down that middle for Sheffield at the moment in attack and defence, but the Rovers guys are coming strong at them again. Danny Addy this time down the middle. Good tackle. But Danny Addy up to play the ball. Connor Jones at half-back. Addy in the background having a push and shove. Great ball there.
And that's what we need to create further in the game is momentum through the middle for Benny on them shorter sides to play with.
Oh, Glover through the middle. Great offload. Great rugby by Rovers. Daryl Alforts goes in for back-to-back tries for Rovers. Great rugby down this left side. Great eyes-up rugby, wasn't it, by Connor Jones there, seeing that fast play the ball and seeing the gap.
Yeah, it's just flat down short sides. Benny took it into line. Cleone got a quick play ball, and it's back down the short side again with Jonesy pushing through the middle. And that's what I was saying about creating momentum, is that's what we're going to get from the game if we do.
What a great try then. Going back-to-back here with just 15 minutes gone in this Yorkshire derby. Featherstone Rovers then with a try down the left edge through Daryl Alforts, making the score Rovers 10. Sheffield 0 at the moment with a kick to come, but yeah, as you say, it's just that keeping that momentum now, keeping it going, and rolling up our sleeves and getting that scoreboard ticking over now, Rocky.
Yeah, exactly. So just the same again. I think that looks like the blueprint of the game for us is go in shape, punch through the middle, or pull it if it's on, but then look down the short sides and go flat and quick through that and very punchy through the Sheffield defence.
Ben Reynolds then lines up the conversion. Bit windy, like I say, out there, but he strikes it well and straight between the uprights. Flags go up, touches are happy, and it's Featherstone Rovers 12, Sheffield Eagles 0 in the blink of an eye, Rocky.
Yeah, good set.
Thanks once again for joining us on FRTV Live. I call complete after that last set and we went and scored, so I'm going to call complete again here. I think Cookie allows you to do that a lot, doesn't it? Since Cookie's been in here at the club, just play that eyes up rugby, and if you see it, go for it. He's a big believer in that, isn't he? When I've interviewed him, he said that.
Yeah, especially with that. I think that's Ben Reynolds' strength to his game. He's rolling down them short sides and being very punchy with his back row or showing and going and just having shape around him. So you need to create that for him and then obviously create shape through the other side for Callum to get his running game together.
Very high kick-off there by Sheffield, taken well by Alforts. Clay Webb then comes in on tackle 2. Jones passes to Beckett, straight down the middle. Oh, it's not Beckett, sorry, that's Nathan Wild, sorry, my apologies. Callum Turner then taking on the line on that right side. Didn't move up at all there, but a ball out the back. Gazgale manages to get on it. Bit of a loose pass, but Gazgale recovers pretty well.
That was good by Callum Turner taking that big 4. Then he chewed up 20 metres. I know the pass went to floor and Gazgale ended up catching it dead, but that's what I want to see from Callum.
So Cal Turner across to Ben Reynolds. Boot through the ball. Matty Dawson-Jones catches it, but Glover, great tackle by Glover, putting Matty Dawson-Jones onto his back. Bringing it out then again, Sheffield from the corner. Just what we were talking about earlier, Rocky. Getting into a corner, making Sheffield come out from the corner is just what's happened.
Yeah, that's us now. We're defending as 30 now, and a few good tackles in the 30, and I think they'll try and get a clearance kick soon. Will Sheffield to relieve some pressure.
So Billy Walker takes the ball forward in tackle 1. Then we've just got Marcus Green now taking it down the middle. Here comes Martin Riley once again for Sheffield, bringing it out to the 40. Last tackle, good defensive set by Rovers, keeping Sheffield penned in their 40. Big kick down the middle. Caleb Akins gets the ball, tips it off to Gazgale, and Rovers on the attack once again. Good yards again by Gazgale, bringing the ball out of his own half. Derrill now comes in. Let me guess, Glover next.
I hope so.
Here he is, look. Glover takes in the ball. Met by 3 Sheffield defenders. Seems to have his hand around his head there, but... And he's through the middle though, breaking through. Watching the back player Glover, another push and shove. And Rovers taking the ball through the middle. Ben Reynolds stops in his tracks. Or stopped in his tracks, should I say. Connor Jones on the last tackle then at half. Passes the ball to Turner. Turner puts his boot through the ball into the corner. Great kick. Gazgale jumps up to catch the ball. Has he got the ball down from here?
Oh, it's drop out.
He hasn't got the ball down, but he has managed. Oh, what's he done? What's we giving here? I don't know what we might giving. Giving a changeover. Must have knocked on. I think they're calling a knock on by Gazgale. Great kick to the corner, that though, wasn't it, Rocky?
Yeah, brilliant, yeah.
Great kick by Callum Turner. And Gazgale leaped above everyone to try and get that ball. It is a long way. They're a lot closer than us, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So it's a changeover. Sheffield Eagles then bring the ball out, making their first sub of the afternoon. Eddie Batty has come on for Sheffield. Good charge down the middle by Titus Gwazi. Here is Eddie Batty, met well there by Brad Day in defence. Once again, big defence by Rovers. Moving off the mark. That was a bit of a loose run. That was it. You could hear some fans at the side of us not happy about that one. On halfway then Sheffield. Coming down this right-hand side. Out the back, Glover misses the tackle, but Olfus gets him, but catches him high according to Tara Jones. Penalty to Sheffield. That's a putting Rovers under pressure. Probably a penalty not needed there, Rocky.
No, I thought just a little bit off on the left edge, so it caused a bit of a misread to come up with a penalty there.
So Sheffield kicked a touch. Second phase of the penalty goes straight to the middle to Eddie Batty down the middle, who's met by Danny Addy. Sheffield 20 away from the Rovers line. Charging down the middle once again through Marcus Green. Harry Bowers at half. Passes the ball out to Batty once again. Batty out the back. Good line by Sheffield to the full back, and Matty Dawson-Jones tries getting the ball out to Matty Dawson-Jones. But great Rovers defence keeps Sheffield out. Sheffield 5 away from the Rovers line. Goes to the middle. That's Connor Bauer to Eddie Batty. He's done a lot of work in this set. He's only on a set, and I think he's had the ball in his hands about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, he took a few carries there. His legs driving there.
Still going, isn't he? Quick play the ball. Harry Bowers tries diving over, and Rovers keep him out on the last 1 metre away. Last tackle. Plays the ball. Eddie Batty looking. He's definitely not a half-back. He didn't know what to do with the ball there. Comes out to Wellham, though. Wellham, little grubber into the in-goal. Daryl Alford, is he going to get that out? He just gets it out.
Good work from Daryl there.
Good work there. Caleb Akins now takes the ball. Looked high, but no penalty. Here's Glover. Big Eagles defence, looking for a big defensive set here out of the Eagles on tackle 3, just 10 away from the Rovers line. Callum Turner taking a drive in now. Is this just a reset set? This I'm presuming, because I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think ball just ended up in Callum Turner's hand. I know we wanted to run with ball, but maybe just not quite there.
Good kick though by Benny Reynolds, getting Rovers out of their own half. Met with a big green wall. It feels weird saying that. It should be a blue wall, but yeah, met with a big green wall there. But Matty Dawson-Jones takes it back to halfway. Clay Webb and Matty Dawson-Jones having a little push and shove. A couple of bits of pushing and shoving going on this left edge. Rovers, though, good tackle by Connor Jones in the middle. Eddie Batty here again. Runs the ball, but looking to offload, but doesn't get the ball off. So here's Massi Matongo straight down the middle, but good shot there by Wild. Harry Bowes trying to speed it up from half there. Gets the offload on the left side. Craven into the corner. It looks like the winger's got the ball down.
Good finish by the winger there. I thought Danny Craven put a kick deep into in goal there, and he's dived for it, and it looks like he scored there. The young lad, is it Billy Walkley?
Billy Walkley, yes, he scored on the left side, literally on the touchline. That was a typical kick through using the big deep in goal, what we talked about at the beginning. Obviously, Danny Craven knows that being his home ground here. But Sheffield Eagles kick through, and the young winger Billy Walkley gets the ball and manages to get the ball down. So that puts Rovers under pressure a little bit. What will the message be now? I can see Ian Hardman running on as trainer behind the post. What would that message be from Ian now, Rocky?
I think it's just to tidy a little bit up through the middle. I think they generated some ruck speed. They're changing the middles now, so Danny Addy and Jimmy Beckett are going off, and I'm not sure who's coming on. I think it looks like Sitz and King, so they'll bring a bit of leg drive and fast, powerful carries through the middle and strong defence. So I think it's get a good kick off away, and then just have a solid set and return the ball straight back at them.
And I think that's basically what Sheffield have just done in that last set, isn't it? They brought Batty on. They had a couple of they had a penalty giving them a bit of possession and position on the field, but Batty really came forward and sort of put his hand up in that first couple of sets that he's been on for Sheffield.
Yeah, Eddie Batty's got through some work, to be fair. I played with him at Wakey, and he likes to get the ball in hand.
So I'm trying to see who's setting up that kick. Is it Danny Craven setting up the kick over there?
It is.
Yep, Danny Craven then setting up the kick on the left edge. And as Rocky said, Rovers rotating the middles. And it looks like Akawula coming on and King Vuniayua coming onto the field for Jimmy Beckett and, did you say Wild, did we say? Or did we say Danny Addy? One of those two anyway. Danny Addy, we think. The Ball's fallen off the tee 3 times already, and there's still no one there to help him. So thanks for joining us here on FRTV. 27 minutes gone on the clock to my right. It's Rovers 12, Sheffield 4. That was a kick into the wind and nowhere near the post. So unconverted try then. So Rovers now then bring the big guys on down the middle. Akawula and King Vuniyayu. I spoke to Cookie and he said that Akawala was unlucky to miss out last week against Widner, so he'll be itching to get his hands on the ball today, won't he?
Yeah, look at some strong carries from Sitz, and he's definitely got that in. He builds momentum for his team, is what we're after today. So I'll play on.
Well, I think even he stopped. So Sheffield kick-off for Rovers. Sheffield caught the ball, but it looked like a knock-on, but it turns out the referee says it was okay and went backwards. So Sheffield drive the ball out. Tackled 3, just 10 metres away from their own line. Going down that left edge once again. Boise has the ball in hand. Looks like he's maybe gone out to the second row on that side now. Down the middle, drop off from Danny Craven to Eddie Batty. Here he is again, but met well there by King Vuniyayu. And penalty. Vuniyayu and King Vuniyayu and Akawula in the tackle there. Referee thought it was just holding on too long and gives away a penalty. That again, another coach killer, that isn't it, Rocky?
It is, yeah. Good kick, Danny Craven into the touch. I just hope to see his relaxing defence here, not in terms of his attitude, just as technical side instead of being a little bit loose. Nath Wild straight out of line there.
Great hit by Wild on the big man, Massi Matongo. Coming down the right-hand side.
There we go, Eddie Batty playing with the ball. He's looking to pass a little bit more now. He's carried.
Is that something you've looked at in training, Eddie Batty with a ball in hand? He's got good hands,
really,
for a big lad.
Yeah, not really. I just know what he's like. He's took a lot of carries in first, and then that opens up his passing game, so he'll start to mix it up a little bit now.
Matongo, sorry, not Matongo. That's Ghazi down the middle for Sheffield. 30 out from the Rovers line. Batty again with the hands out back. Offload to Connor. Little kick through by Wellham, but Aikins well positioned at the back for Rovers. Gets the ball, and Rovers have possession back. Seem to be looking right a lot for the last 5 minutes or so. Sheffield putting Rovers under a lot of pressure in this last 5 minutes. But the Rovers backs bringing it out now through Olferts. Here is Akawula down the middle. Great charge by Sitz down the middle there.
They've had to get 4 in there to handle him. They have handled him, but they had to get 4 in.
And now King takes it up the middle. Can he be the king of the Steel City this afternoon? We'll have to wait and see. Plays the ball to Connor Jones. Jones to Caleb Aikins. Aikins down the middle on the last tackle.
Caleb's not been involved much, has he, really?
No,
not much chance.
That's the first time I've said his name, apart from catching the ball. So, big kick downfield by Rovers. Well caught there by the fullback Matty Marsh, but Rovers do well in a solid defence. Billy Walker, young lad there, knocked King over. Can you believe that? Can't believe that. Sheffield seems to be getting some quick play the balls here. Goes down that left-hand side. Blake Broadbent charges forward, the second row on that left edge. They're look up for this in the last 5, doesn't there, since Eddie Batty's come on?
Yeah, Eddie Batty's changed the game for him, hasn't
Totally changed it. Totally changed it. Last tackle.
10 minutes left, Tara. 10 minutes.
You probably just heard that timekeeper in the background. 10 minutes left of this game here in Sheffield, but Sheffield get a tackle on the last tackle. Oh no, hang on. There's a penalty. Where's that for? Penalty to Sheffield for a high shot. I'm not sure I saw that one personally myself, but
good few Fair fans here today.
Yeah, it certainly is. Certainly is. It's
enjoying the day.
it's a weird ground, isn't it, to see how many fans are actually here, because as you look around, it's...
Somewhat far side as well there, just watching it side.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad text saying there's a lot listening on commentary as well.
Oh, that's good. That's
Girlfriend
good.
Gemma's at home listening as well, so...
See, we're keeping him busy, Gemma. We're keeping him busy.
I hope I've got some dinner ready for when I go home. She's on that.
Right then, Sheffield then attacking the Rovers line, just 10 out. Going down the middle for Eddie Batty. He's charging it down the middle once again, but great defence by Rovers. Sheffield putting Fev under pressure here. Going, a loose ball, but it still goes out to this right-hand side. Oh dear, what happened there? Oh, the referees pulled it back, luckily, for a forward pass. So Sheffield passed the ball out on the right edge. I think I'd followed play, and Daryl Alfort's missed the ball. It went out to Matty Dawson-Jones, who dived in at the corner for Sheffield, but luckily for Rovers, Tara Jones pulls them back for a forward pass. So that's a big sigh of relief, that one, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Would have been really close then, wouldn't it? If would have been got the score
7 minutes left. That would have been a good
Not
time
what
for
we
a
need
try.
there.
Definitely not what we need. Rovers just need to settle down a little bit, I think. They seem to be playing a little bit erratic at the moment, but we just need to settle things down and get a couple of completed sets. I don't think we've completed a set for a while. So Gaz Gale then brings the ball out. Good charge on tackle one after the scrum by Gaz Gale. Didn't look happy about that play of the ball, but he gets up and walks back to his wing. Wild down the middle. Here's Daryl Alford. Ball in one hand. Takes it out to 35 out from the Rovers line. And a penalty for Rovers. That is just what we needed there. Got to make sure this ball goes to touch. Now I sound like a coach now, don't I? Luckily it does.
Great carry by Durrell getting the penalty there.
Definitely. And that was just trying to get a quick play of the ball, and gets Rovers a penalty. 2 balls on the field at the moment, so the clock is stopped. Rovers then get the ball in the second phase of the penalty on halfway. Glover taps the ball towards the middle.
Go, Cal.
Turner sees a gap down the middle.
Take him on, just take him on, just take him on.
Through the middle, sees the great. Oh, he sees the ball and sees Benny Reynolds on his left. Instead of taking the fullback, passes to Ben Reynolds, who couldn't get the ball. And an open try line, and Rovers knock on. Ben Reynolds knocks on. But he makes up for it in defence on tackle 2. That would have been a great time to score just before half-time, Rocky.
Yeah, definitely. I think the wind changed the trajectory of the ball there. I think it dipped at last minute for him. Great
eyes up rugby though, once again by Cal Turner. Takes on the line and fantastic to get through. But unfortunately, that last pass just wasn't there for Rovers, and Sheffield now bringing the ball back down the middle of the park. Harry Bowes from half, dummy half should I say, gives it to Matongo. Once again, good tackle by Rovers. Last tackle for Sheffield, very slow play the ball. Goes down that left-hand side again. Rocky called it earlier, all going through Craven on the left.
Great take, Caleb.
Great take, but great tackle as well by Gwazi. Here comes Gaz Gale, but Eagles defence look up for it now. Feel that they've got a bit of a sniff before half-time of Sheffield. And here's Williams on now for Rovers. Chargers down the middle.
Jordan will bring another dynamic for us as well. Very strong carrier of ball.
36 minutes gone. Sitter holds his head. Seems to be... he's all right there, though. Wasn't happy with that play of the ball. I don't think I'd want to get on the wrong side of him. Good dummy there by Connor Jones. Nearly breaks the line. Last tackle. Rovers 40 out. Plays the ball. Ben Reynolds and a ball in hand. Caleb Akins, that nice ball on the inside. Caleb puts his foot through the ball. Is that going to stay in the field? Got the wrong bounce. It went the wrong way. And on this field, that bounce of the ball goes wrong, and it keeps going forever, doesn't it, Rocky? So it's a 6-tackle set then now for Sheffield Eagles. We're into the last 5 minutes here at the Steel City Stadium.
Sheffield, their players getting tired now.
It's Rovers 12, Eagles 4, with just over 4 minutes to go.
I think they've cracked a little bit of Sheffield here.
They are looking very tired.
They need to either make an interchange or find some energy from somewhere for this last 5 minutes.
So then, Rovers defending. It's Big Ten, is that, isn't it? Glad I'm not out there with that 10 metres. Eagles then going through the middle once again, but as you say, looking very tired. Good tackle there by Connor Jones.
They've literally just gone through middle for a set, just to try and get ruck speed.
And certainly have, but Rovers are up to that in defence. It's the last tackle, 30 out. That is Harry Bowser at dummy half. There's a knock on there. Bit of a scrappy one. Knock on. And it's a Featherstone ball. The Sheffield fans around us not happy with that call, Rocky. It was a little bit loose, was the ball, I think, from both players. I think they knocked on first. To be fair,
it could have gone either way, that, couldn't it?
And then Sheffield give away a penalty. The Sheffield players not happy with his touch down this near side with just 2 minutes to go. Rovers decide to tap, I think, looking at that. Oh, they're kicking. No, they are kicking to touch, are they? Doesn't seem any urgency at the moment. What are we doing? We're tapping the ball. Here comes Clay Webb down the middle. Gets tackled by Matongo. Right on the middle of the field. Jones at dummy half to King Vuniyawa charging down the middle. It'll be a nice time for a try with this, Rocky.
Yeah, I'm going to shift down this left edge here.
Akawula takes a short ball from Ben Reynolds, but gets met by 3 willing Sheffield defenders.
Still standing.
Quick play the ball. Ben Reynolds, it goes high, but Reynolds breaks the tackle. Connor Jones gets the ball. 12 metres away from the Sheffield line. Rovers looking to attack. I'm not sure why Sitter's at half, but he is. Aikins throws the dummy. Nearly goes through the gap. Keeps his hand off the floor. King Vuniyawa doesn't know what to do with it and passes a wild ball down the middle. And Rovers knock on. Good defence by Sheffield or poor composure by Rovers,
Yeah,
Rocky?
a little bit of both there, Jim. What do you think?
No, I think probably a little bit of both. I agree a little bit of both there. I think King didn't know what to do with the ball in his hands on the last tackle. Fourth tackle I think it was. But anyway, wasn't to be. And it looks like we're into the last minute then here at the Steel City Stadium. It's currently Featherstone Rovers 12, Sheffield Eagles 4 here.
Women's team staff walking by us with some beers, enjoying their victory here.
They came out victors earlier on here. And can the men follow suit this afternoon? I think they were just waiting for the result actually of another game to see if they've won the league as well.
Right.
That's probably why they've got the beers in their hand. So congratulations to the Rovers women this afternoon. So game is back underway, and Sheffield bringing the ball out from their own 10-metre line. Matty Dawson-Jones gets tackled right in the middle of the field.
Last minute, Tara, last minute.
We're into the last minute of the game here. It's great to have the timekeeper right behind us because we know exactly what's going on. Last minute of the game then of this half. Rovers, big men down the middle, getting stuck into some defensive work. Sheffield fans and players not really happy with some of those hits, but I think they've all been legal, Rocky. I don't think there's been anything wrong with them. 3 men in the tackle, but Eddie Batty plays the ball, stood up. Craven kicks the ball into the corner. Aikins takes it well. And we must be into the last 30 seconds or so now here in Sheffield, the Betfred Championship game.
Let's pick it up for a few plays here, try and get something out of it.
That's all we've got left. That's all we've got left. A few plays.
Let's try and have a shift here.
Get ready for the hooter's going to go right behind us in a minute. There is the hooter. Half time here in Sheffield. Rocky, what are your thoughts on that half, mate?
Bit of a mixed half. I think I'm very pleased with what we're doing in some areas. It's just a little bit loose in other areas. I think the wind's playing a factor into blowing passes and kicks and that kind of stuff. So that's eking it out a little bit. But Sheffield were having a dig, and we knew they would. To be fair, we knew they'd be here till half time at least, and hopefully we start fast after the break and create that momentum we've been talking about, Jeff.
Well, it's half time then here on FRTV Live. Featherstone Rovers 12, Sheffield Eagles 4 as the teams go into the changing rooms. Lingard asking a question to the referee as he comes across the field. Not sure what that's all about, but Rovers then very dominant, I think, that first 10-15 minutes, and then Sheffield really came back into it when Eddie Batty came on the field. We're going to give you 5 minutes now rest, and then we'll be back with you here on FRTV for the whole second half live. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of this Betfred Championship game. It's FRTV Live with me, Jaffa, and our very special guest, Rocky Hampshire, joins us here this afternoon. And teams coming back out onto the field. Rocky, what do you reckon Coach Paul Cook's message will be in this second half then? What do you reckon his message will be?
I reckon it's just tidy things up, tidy a few errors up, and start this
We've jumped twice now.
start this half quick with plenty of push and intensity, and get yourself back in the game and build this game from scratch again.
So it's Rovers taking the lead into half-time, 12-4, but Sheffield really came back at Rovers in the second half of the first half, shall we say. But Rovers going to be playing into the wind in this second half, and I know we've mentioned the wind a few times, but I don't think people will understand how windy it actually is out there, because in the stand here it's not too bad, but out there it's a very swirling wind. Anyway, Sheffield kick off through Danny Craven, very high ball, Akins underneath it, and here comes Williams on the charge off that back fence. Finishes on his front, that's all you can ask for. Here is Sitter now, takes on.
Good carry by Sits that.
Great
Once again,
carry.
trying to get 4 in to get him. He's still standing.
4 in and he's still standing, that's great.
That's a penalty all day.
The referee too busy getting the players back on the in the 10, didn't looking at the play of the ball. Referee this afternoon, Tara Jones, of course former St Helens Super League player in the Women's Super League. Rovers then on halfway. Akins takes the ball forward on the last. He can go either way here, can Connor Jones. He's got Ben
Caleb
Reynolds.
strong there in his carry.
Ben Reynolds to his left. Turner to his right. Goes left to Reynolds. Puts the ball high in the corner.
That's a absolute perfect set.
Great kick, great set after half time. Cookie will be happy with that one. So Rovers now defending. The Sheffield players coming out. Matty Marsh, good catch at the back for Sheffield. Matty Dawson-Jones then brings the ball forward, but great Rovers defence, pushing him back a couple of metres. King and Connor Jones. Here's the other winger now for, scored a great try in that first half, got to be said, Billy Walker for, Walkley, sorry, for Sheffield. Ghazi takes the ball forward. Oh, and a very basic knock on there by the Sheffield player Johnson. That's is that Corey Johnson? No,
It was Danny Craven.
Oh, it's Darren Craven. Sorry, Danny Craven. No pressure at all there. Knocks the ball on Rocky. So, as you say, great first set for Rovers. Good set in D. Forces a knock on, and Rovers now in a great attacking position. 35 metres away from the Sheffield line. And with just 2 minutes gone then in this second half, it'd be great here if Rovers can capitalise on that error. Turner feeds the scrum. Out to the left. Fast play down that left-hand side. Akins takes the ball forward, gets tackled and wrapped up by Wellham. Olfert's at half. Sitter down the middle. Again, standing in the tackle, staying on his feet. Oh, great offload. Great offload to Jones. Connor Jones, though, gets wrapped up just 8 metres short of the Sheffield line. Clay Webb passes to Benny Reynolds, and there's Williams down the middle.
I think if we can get some points here, it might kill the game off. I think
Well,
it'll deflate Sheffield a lot.
We certainly do hope that, and we come out to the right here. Brad Day charges on a ball from Turner. Jones at dummy half. Rovers look set to go left. Very slow play the ball.
Good pass.
Good pass out left. Turner to Reynolds. Reynolds, oh, passes the ball. But 2 men, Akins and I think that was Clay Webb, gets in each other's way and loses the ball. So now Sheffield bring the ball out. Just didn't quite go. That's another 4 points probably left out there, Rocky.
Yeah, I think they're trying to bring Caleb back through the middle on the short pass instead of out the back there, which I think just got a bit of confusion on the lines of run.
But now great defence by Rovers. Gaz Gale and Bailey O'Connor pushing the Sheffield players back. Tackle 3, I think. Matongo. Kick out of dummy half then.
Very good kick.
Butterworth goes straight above Caleb Aiken's head. Is it going to bounce dead? It's a great kick, but just this, again, that's the field, isn't it? Like in that first half with Rovers and Reynolds. A great kick by Butterworth. It could have quite easily gone the other side of the flag and been a great 40-20, but it wasn't to be. And it's now a 6 tackle set for Rovers. Gaz Gale then drives in. There's the 0 tackle then. Jones to Alfords. The guys once again have brought the ball back well out of backfield today for Rovers. Sitter goes off, and here comes Robson Stevens. Is that?
Robson's on, yeah.
Yeah, Robson Stevens, and as you heard Rocky say earlier on, Robson's been itching to get in the team for the last couple of weeks, and here he has. He's got his hands on the ball and charges forward, and great leg drive, and a good start to his stint here on the field.
Great first involvement by Robson there.
Good out the back ball. Here comes Bailey O'Connor on this right edge. Rovers just 30 away then from a Sheffield line. Callum Turner down the middle to Ben Reynolds. Out the back to Caleb Aikens. Fast rugby. Oh, and they passes it out there into touch. Just didn't quite read it there, Daryl Alfords. But Rovers play down at the moment.
Ben Reynolds just took a whacking back on his pass there.
Taking a whack off the ball there. Didn't quite see it because I went with the ball, I'm not going to lie, but he's holding his shoulder. It's not a great sight, that. Time goes off, so I don't know if you saw that. Did he get a whack after the ball?
But it must have been something.
Yeah, he's not on to stay down that long, is he, Ben? Doesn't look very happy. And he's just getting his shoulder checked out.
I think that's the thing with obviously this level. We're out of screen to check.
Yeah.
To check limit, so you can get defenses can get away with it a lot more. Ben looks all right though.
The thumb's gone up though, and Ben Reynolds comes back into the defensive line. So Sheffield then bring the ball away. Good charge there. Down the middle by the Sheffield player Riley. Matongo down the middle now, but great defence by Rovers. Met well there by King in the middle and Robson Stevens. Harry Bowers looking at gone to half there by the looks of things for Sheffield. Butterworth takes it down the near side. Pass out to the winger. I thought the touch flag had gone up. He was just falling over. Plays the ball. Sheffield pass to the middle. Batty takes it forward. You just never know if he's going to do the hands or the run. Good Rovers defence though. Last tackle. Sheffield 30 away from the Rovers line. Ball comes to Danny Craven. Puts the ball up on top of Daryl Alfords. But Sheffield go up for the ball, but Matty Dawson-Jones knocks on. Both attack the ball pretty well there, Rocky, but a knock-on then gives Rovers possession once again. A bit of a nervy start to the second half.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I think. Yeah, a bit scratchy. Let's just get back to keeping all the ball, shorten his passes up, and create some ruck speed through the middle.
Rovers then play the ball. Alfords brings the ball forward. Finishes on his front and tries to quick play the ball. Aikens passes to Gaz Gale, who turns out of the tackle. And people swinging off his shirt there, Gaz.
Good carry by Gaz there.
Good carry.
Off the back of Durrell. Play the ball.
Finds the space.
Connor Jones off on one.
Connor Jones sees a gap at the back when the marker's not set. Gets Rovers to the 40-metre line.
Connor Jones having a strong game. He's getting out as much as he can.
There's Williams down the middle.
I'd like to see this right edge get on the ball a little bit more. He's got to play it. Game in.
Here we are, coming out the right. Callum Turner out the back to Caleb Aikens, but a great tackle. Great defensive read there by the young winger Billy Walkley for Sheffield. He's having a blinder this afternoon. Rovers kick the ball forward, hold up in the wind, and Matty Marsh catches it at the back. Great hit that, wasn't it, in defence from Sheffield?
It was. He read it well, didn't he?
Read it very well. Read the ball coming out on the right edge. But Rovers now defending again as Sheffield bring the ball out. 30 away from the line. They've got a 33 on the field at the minute, Sheffield. I'm not sure who it is because I've not got a 33. Oh, yeah, Will Oakes is there. Sorry. My apologies. Will Oakes.
Number 32, Harry Bowes, replaced by number 30, Martin Riley.
So here we go then. Sheffield bring the ball back to halfway. Rovers, 3 men in the tackle. Plays the ball to Butterworth. Butterworth to Craven. It's a little drop-off play there to Riley down the middle. Last tackle. Just inside the Rovers half. Craven puts boot to ball. Goes up high. Gaz Gale is safe as Houser's underneath that. Takes the ball, brings it straight to the middle. But
Walkley off his left wing, try and contain Gaz there. He's full of energy, this lad.
There's a young lad for Sheffield on this wing, but he's definitely putting in the meters this afternoon. Got himself on the try-scoring list as well for Sheffield in that first half. You're here on FRTV Live with me, Jaffa, and Rocky Hampshire. It's still currently Sheffield Eagles 4, Featherstone Rovers 12.
Good carry by Durrell again there.
Durrell bringing the ball forward, and that's now followed by King Vuniyawa up the middle. Here's Robson Stevens taking on Eddie Batty. 10 minutes gone then in this second half. Last tackle. Callum Turner gets his hand on the ball and puts the ball up in the air. That's swirling around in the wind, but well taken by Matty Marsh. King Vuniyawa went for the ball as well, but Matty Marsh comes out on top for Sheffield. 30 out then from the Rovers line. 3 men again in the Rovers tackle. Definitely set by set at the moment. Who's going to crack next? Who's going to crack first in the second half is the question. Benny Reynolds in the tackle once again, going down the right-hand side with Wellham now. Just coming up to halfway. A quick play of the ball once again. Reece Butterworth jumps out of dummy half, but penalty for not marking square. Ben Reynolds inviting that pressure on at the moment, aren't we, Rocky?
Yeah, I thought that penalty was a little bit harsh, but yeah, let's see how we can defend this.
And that's what it is now. Rovers put themselves under pressure then. Sheffield, ball down the middle. There's Matongo down the middle, taking 3 Rovers defenders. Butterworth at dummy half to Batty. Out on the right-hand edge. What a great tackle there by Ben Reynolds, making up for the mistake earlier. Sheffield look a little bit disconnected in attack there. Butterworth takes a surrender tackle 10 metres away from the Rovers line. Comes out to the left. Tries charging through the middle there. And it gets the offload. A bit of a loose one. But a kick through, and it's going to roll dead. It certainly does, and that means it's a 6 tackle set once again to Featherstone Rovers. So the referee then set up on the wrong line there. The defensive line. So we tried for a quick play the ball.
So it's out for Sheffield better there to get a slow play.
That certainly did work out for Sheffield a lot better. But it will be a 6 tackle set. Daryl Alforts then brings the ball in on tackle 1. That's the 0 tackle. So what's the difference between that one and the one where Fev got Sheffield got a penalty there? That's frustrating. Rovers bring the ball forward through Robson Stevens. Butterworth in the tackle for Sheffield. Brett takes it to halfway. Rovers look like they've got something set up on this right. Here comes, oh no. Craven, saw Craven shoot out the line, so he takes the ball forward, does Williams for Rovers. King Vuniyawa now down the middle. Takes on Ghazi in the Sheffield defence. 30 metres away Comes down the right. Turner to Day. Day taking on Craven and knocks him backwards, and still with a leg drive goes into 10 metres away.
I'd like to see us run it here. Throw another piece of play at him.
Rocky's asked you to run it, but are we running it? We're not running it. We've put a grubber through to the in goal, and it's come up for Clay Webb. What does Rocky Hampshire know?
Well, he's kicked on back of shape there, so
he certainly has.
They've shaped up to run it and then kicked off the back of that, which has given us more options for Clay Webb to score that. But that was great.
Fantastic there. There was, as Rocky says there, set up to just run the ball and play the ball. But I think Sheffield probably saw that and read that in defence. So Rovers kick through with Turner.
I think that could be the way to go on their line now with the wind. I think the wind disrupting kicks in it and maybe to put the ball through low off the back of play. Maybe be the go down in their half, because we seem to get a little bit of joy with that.
Yeah, and that's the first time probably since the first 10 minutes where we've actually just grubbed it into the in goal and tried turning them round.
Yeah.
And sometimes even if you didn't get points there, that repeat set is really good, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Rovers on the score sheet once again then. For the first time in this second half, through Clay Webb. Great kick through by Turner, and Clay Webb scores just about 10 metres away to the left as we look at the posts here at the Steel City Stadium. It's currently Rovers 16, Sheffield 4, with a kick to come by Ben Reynolds, who lines it up. Kicks it well, straight between the posts. So, Rovers now taking a 18 points to 4 lead here in Sheffield this afternoon. We called it in the first half, you know exactly what I'm going to say here, Rocky. Yeah. We now have to settle into this game, and we have to be ruthless, don't we?
We do. I think we should get you on for this point in game, Jaff. I think it's whatever you say goes, mate.
Oh, I'll take it. See, I coach an under 18s team, Rocky, and one of my bugbears is that set after a try score is the time you just make sure you complete that set. No matter what, you complete that set. Anyway, back underway then here at Sheffield this afternoon. Rovers leading 18 points to 4. Off the back fence by King Vuniayua. Here's Clay Webb getting involved. Always good, isn't it, after a try? Get excited in the next play. So Clay Webb there. Been on the score sheet a few times this year for Rovers. Williams down the middle.
Might take us down this edge here. Yeah,
going down the right. Through Brad Day. Knocks off Danny Craven once again, but comes back for a second go. O'Connor passes on the middle to Caleb Akins. Again, Caleb's been quiet for his standards today in this game here in Sheffield. Hopefully, he'll come up trumps in this second half. Turner runs the ball here on the last. A little kick through, and that's a knock on there. I can't see which way this is going. It's got to be a Fev ball as that, hasn't it? Anyway, the referee stops the clock, comes to talk to the touch judge. So Rovers kick through by So Rovers kick through, and it looks like they're a bit confused here. So Rovers kick through, and Sheffield lose the ball forward. The referee looks like she was going to give the ball to Sheffield, but the touch judge has managed to get a message, and now we've got the right call in the end. That's good.
Yeah.
So Rovers get another set then, just 15 out from.
And I feel like we're in Ben's strong position here from the scrum. From the middle, we've seen it a few times this year where Ben catches the ball wide and flat and he goes straight at the defence.
So here, Ben Reynolds gets the ball in from the scrum, like we've just said. Glover drops back underneath and goes towards the post. He'd love to score. Coming back to Sheffield this afternoon. He's still going, his Glover, but he's held up over the line. Just talk us through that, Ben, very quickly. Rocky. You talked about Ben loving a scrum in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
What's the decision? What's the thinking behind going to the middle and not staying out on the edge?
It's just that you can split the numbers, so 3 and 3, and then our fullback can come round and create the fourth. And Ben's really good at catching it wide and flat off the base of the scrum. So it's normally the hooker's strong point of passing right to left, which enables Ben to catch it a bit wider with a zippier pass on the advantage line. He can just get straight on defenders there.
Okay, Rovers then attacking this right edge. Good talk there from Rocky, and it's great to have that insight here on FRTV this afternoon. Turner then in at dummy half. Rovers just 2 away from the Sheffield line. Good pick up by Ben Reynolds, and a little inside ball to Connor Jones. Comes right. Callum Turner. Oh dear, Callum Turner.
It was over then if he just caught that, didn't it?
All he had to do was catch it, Brad Day there, but it just fumbled it as the Sheffield tacklers came in, and Sheffield hold out. I think that's what it is there, holding out, wasn't it? There was holding on for dear life there, Sheffield.
They did well.
So it's still Rovers 18, Sheffield Eagles 4 here at the Steel City Stadium. We are just coming up 20 minutes on the clock to my right. That's not the official time, by the way. That's just a guide time here this afternoon. Clock's gone off again. I can't see anybody down. Not sure why the clock's off at the moment, but we're just all having a rest, I think. So Sheffield then feed the scrum just under their own posts and bring the ball back through Wellham. Tackled well there by Rovers. Just 15 metres out. Looks like Danny Addy's warming up on that far side, ready to go back on the field. That's Matongo down the middle, and now Martin Riley, should I say, down the middle with an offload to Ghazi. Good tackle by Jones. Scramble defence from Rovers. Sheffield looking to go down the middle once again. Once again through Bailey. His second stint seems to be a little bit better than his first. Eddie Batty, his hands on the ball. Pass out back, but great read there in defence by Ben Reynolds. But he manages to get the ball out. Glover covers in defence. Sheffield Matlan looks like he's wounded there. Big kick. Rovers allow it to bounce. Gaz Gale manages to get his hands on the ball. Oh, gets shoved off. Very, the young lad there, he was all over Gaz, but Gaz shoved him off like he wasn't there.
Yeah, can't go too high on Gaz.
Now that's a big learning curve for the young lad on the Sheffield wing there, Billy Walkley. Had a great game this afternoon for Sheffield. O'Connor brings the ball. Now Brad Day, straight down the middle, straight and direct by Brad. Rovers bringing the ball back. Derrell comes in off the wing. And that looked like he didn't go to wrap him there in the tackle. He just went in with his arms, the Sheffield player. But manages to get a quick play of the ball. And here goes Callum Turner once again.
Just
down the middle. Callum Turner. Jonesy on his left. Akins on his right. Oh. He chose the wrong way, I think. But anyway, Rovers still got the ball going out left. Here, King Vuniyayawa. I did say, could he become the king of Sheffield this afternoon? And King Vuniyayawa underneath the posts for Rovers. That was a good try. Great work by Callum Turner down the middle. Do you want to just talk us through that one, Rocky?
Yeah, he just came off a quick play at ball and just took him on through the middle, came back off his right foot and took him on, and then had Jones and Akins on his support, and he's gone right to Akins, who's just been took down before the line, and then the ball's end up in King's arms, and he's made a charge for the line. But that's brilliant from Callum Turner. He's growing more into the game, and from me up to now is in the lead for the man of the match.
Very good, very good. You can probably hear in the background there the timekeeper just letting us know 19 minutes to go here at the Steel City Stadium. Jed's down at the side of the field at the minute, talking to Callum Turner, passing on the messages there, probably to stay composed and keep this sort of score ticking over now.
Yeah, exactly, and just don't make it a messy last 20. Just try and put him to bed, and do that by being disciplined in what we do with the ball and without.
So it's Rovers 22 with a kick to come in front of the post here. Ben Reynolds strikes it well. Touch judges, flags are up. And it's 24 points to 4 to Featherstone Rovers now here in Sheffield this afternoon. You'd like to think that could be the try that breaks Sheffield this afternoon with just over 15 minutes to go this afternoon.
Yeah, I think that's deflated Sheffield a lot. They've had a really good effort today of Sheffield, but I think that try specifically have took wind out of the sails.
Once again, thanks for joining us here on FRTV Live. It's me, Jaffa, and Rocky Hampshire, our special guest this afternoon for this Betfred Championship match between Featherstone Rovers and Sheffield Eagles. Danny Craven kicks us off then. Big kick, Derrell underneath the ball, and here comes Williams from the back line for Rovers. Rovers bring the ball 15 metres out from their own line, 24 points to 4. Can Rovers kick on and get some more points this afternoon? Or do Sheffield stick in this battle? And it certainly has been a battle at times, Rocky, hasn't it, today? It's not been all plain sailing.
It has been pretty tough, hasn't it?
There's the penalty to Rovers for offside this time. Referee Tara Jones giving a penalty to Rovers. And is that the tire in defence, do you think, from Sheffield there?
I think so, yeah. I think
as the ball comes into the stand here, just making sure it don't hit any of our equipment.
if we lift the intensity here, we've got a good chance of posting some more points. They're getting loose now, Sheffield.
Yeah, very loose as Williams takes the ball straight down the middle for Rovers. Danny Addy's back on the field, playing. Oh, good offload there to Connor. Connor Bailey, sorry, not Connor Bailey. Bailey O'Connor, wrong way round. Takes the ball down the middle. He'll be glad to get some minutes under his belt as well. Reynolds takes on the defence. Here comes Glover on the charge. He's dying to get that ball over the line against his former team, Sheffield Eagles. Just 2 metres away from the line. Glover plays the ball, comes out to the left. Derrell Olfers, can he finish it in the corner?
Good cover defence by Sheffield, that to be fair.
It certainly was. Akins, a little dummy play down the left side. Plays the ball, does Olfers, to Ben Reynolds in the middle. Reynolds taking on the line. Good ball, but no one was there for him. Callum Turner now. Oh, seems something's
Eddie Batty's just one of them. Oh.
Turner has gone down injured. Eddie Batty comes up with the ball.
I think it must have been a clash of knees.
I think it's a bit of a stinger on his knee, but he stayed down in back play as Sheffield bring the ball forward. Looks like a bit of a hyperextension of the knee, we're thinking, but the Rovers physio's on. But play continues. I'll keep an eye on that in back play. As Gwazi takes the ball.
He needs to go off. Something's not right there.
Down the middle. He's stayed down for a long time there. What would you do now then, Rocky? Who you putting in the halves?
Danny Addy probably. Yeah, Danny Addy's in halves.
Danny Addy into the halves for Rovers, we think, for the final 13 minutes. He's still out, laid on his back in a lot of pain there as Sheffield kick the ball high. Gaz Gale takes the ball well. And takes the ball to the middle of the field. Getting help from the field now is Callum Turner. Big effort from Cal Turner today, but unfortunately, with 30 minutes to go, goes off. And you're at the side of me. And the look that Featherstone Rovers are having with halfbacks this year, Rocky, is just unbelievable. And now we've stopped the game as the doctor comes on to aid Cal getting off the field. I feel sorry for Cal there because he's had a great game today, hasn't he?
Like I said, he's man of match so far for me today, and I hope I didn't jinx him there. I feel a little bit bad for saying that too early, but yeah, I think no matter what happens in this game, Callum Turner's turned this game for us with his assist and his breaks through the middle. So Daniel will come to halves now, and it's good just to see us to finish the game off now in style.
So time's gone back on then. Rovers taking the ball down the middle and feel like we were where we started the season. Danny Addy in the halves. Connor Jones, he's had a great game out of dummy half as well and breaks the 2 tackles. Eddie Batty wraps him up. Rovers, I can see some points. I can feel some points coming on here now in this last 10. Danny Addy to Jordan Williams. I think he thought he'd overrun him there.
Danny Addy will be excited now as a half, though.
He'll be excited. He'll be excited, but he'll be the first to say that he's not a halfback, won't he? Great ball there out to the left edge. Can Daryl Alford finish it?
No way.
Oh, the touch judge puts his flag
A player for them has just come onto the field. They're checking it here as well.
I don't know what's happened there.
So a player came onto the field. They had a 2-on-1 on the left edge.
Yeah.
A player's literally come onto the field and tackled him, but
As in substitute.
I think it's been like a substitute. Have been coming on, or he's been off injured or something.
Ah. So the referee, I suppose there's not much she can do now. She's blown the whistle. The touch just put his flag up and gone into touch. But yeah, that's not great, is it? By the well, either the officials or the fourth official bringing the player on there. That shouldn't have been allowed. But
That is unbelievable.
anyway,
I mean, I suppose if it's a substitute, I suppose that broke the rules as long as he's gone off. But
as long as one's off
I
and
was
one's
thinking,
on.
where's he come from then?
Yeah, definitely had one an overlap until the guy came on there. Well seen by Rocky. Your eyes are better than mine, mate. Right then, back underway. Eagles bringing the ball out from their own line. Oh, that's a knock on the floor, surely. See, my eyes were definitely on there, but the referee didn't give it. I'm sure he knocked on the floor. Rovers in defence then. Just what we got, 10 minutes to go then here.
40-20 attempts.
40-20 attempts by Danny Craven. The ball bounces, but just doesn't quite bounce the right way. And Caleb Akins is there at the back to bring the ball forward. He passes the ball to Gaz Gale, who takes it down the middle. He's been good today as Gaz, hasn't he, out of the back?
Yeah, very strong with his carries. So as Darrell, I think Darrell's going to come on back of it now. Yeah, he's going to pass off Caleb here to take the ball.
Caleb to Darrell Williams. Alfort's even. Williams, sorry, I'm just watching Williams walk back. Plays the ball. Ben Reynolds to Glover. I bet Gloves has been excited about playing this game against his former team as well today.
Yeah, he's got a quick play ball. Jones is off. Jones has been very impressive today.
Jones passes the ball, but it's knocks the ball down, the Sheffield player. And Rovers are going to get another set just inside their own half. It seems to be teetering out, does this game, a little bit at the moment. Still 24 points to 4 here on FRTV Live with just under 10 minutes to go. We'll have another 5 minutes before, just in case somebody comes out and slaps you in the face to say, I want man of the match, Rocky.
Yeah, I mean, Jones is trying to get there.
He is. He's had a good game this afternoon as Connor Jones. And played 80 minutes as well. Oh, well, by the end we'll be playing 80 minutes. So Reynolds feeds the scrum. Jones comes out to Bailey O'Connor. Sure, that's arm round the face. Look at that. But turns him onto his back. And the ball comes loose, and the referee gives the knock on. Bailey's not going to be happy with that one, is he? I don't think.
No.
Bit of a loose carry there.
Yeah.
I think she probably got the decision right. I think this could have been a penalty or a high shot, but Sheffield get the ball back then on halfway. FRTV Live with me, Jaffa, and Rocky Hampshire joining us this afternoon here at the Steel City Stadium. It's currently Sheffield Eagles 4, Featherstone Rovers 24. About 8 minutes to go then in this game. Rovers big in defence, losing Callum Turner to injury. He's over on the bench on the far side of the field as we speak. So, Sheffield bringing the ball forward. As you say, it's great to see quite a lot of fans here as well this afternoon.
Yeah, they're scattered over the ground
Steel
out
City.
there.
That's got to be forward. Knock on. Forward pass, knock on, whichever you choose. Yeah, all the way around the ground, aren't they, Rocky, this afternoon? It's got some sat in the stand down to our left and also around the right-hand side of the field behind the sticks there. A lot of Rovers fans. The fans mean a lot to the players, don't they? It makes a big difference.
They do, and Fev seems to travel really well, especially at local games. They seem to enjoy it as much as we do.
Yeah. The clock on our right, I said, was 8 minutes a minute ago, but the timekeeper just said 10 minutes. Of course, there's been a couple of stoppages in this game. So we're into the last 10 then, here at the Steel City Stadium. Rovers feed the scrum, and here comes Gaz Gale. Drives the ball in. It'll be interesting to see some of the other fixtures around the grounds this afternoon. 2 games to go after this one. Big home game against Oldham next week. Get yourself down to the Millennium Stadium behind this Featherstone Rovers team and this charge for the playoffs. Bit of a slip up last week against Widnes, but this week seems to be back on the horse here in Sheffield, and it was always going to be a nervy affair. But the Rovers leading 24-4 with 10 minutes to go. But make sure you buy your tickets for next week's game. Big game against Oldham, of course, at the Millennium Stadium next Sunday. Last tackle then. Caleb Akins plays the ball. Ball back to Ben Reynolds. Puts his foot through the ball. It goes high. Well took, though, at the back there. But great defence by Rovers. Putting him back to where he came from. Ryan Miller there. And a penalty for offside now. It's becoming a bit scrappy, this, isn't it? It's coming a bit scrappy. So wind behind Sheffield, and he puts his foot through the ball. And
got some distance on that.
Touch. He definitely got some distance. Definitely used the wind there, did Sheffield. Into the Rovers half then. About 8 minutes to go then here in this Yorkshire derby. Eddie Batty charges down the middle, but met well by Jimmy Beckett, who's now back on. Robson Stevens done really well since he's been on as well. I think he's had a good
a good stint, and
he certainly has. Brad Day, big tackle on green for Sheffield. Craven tries going through the middle and gets caught very high there. It was one of those, he wrong-footed Jordan Williams, comes back on the inside, Craven, and Williams just stuck an arm out and collared him right round the chops. He's up, though. He's straight up and back on with. That's what I like to see, you know. Because we've seen games where players have laid on the floor for 5 minutes when that's happened. And it's good to see players get up and just crack on with it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Sheffield obviously trying to get some points back on board, so they're trying to waste no time here.
Harry Bowles at dummy half then. Passes out to Batty. Batty, short ball to the Sheffield player, Connor Bauer. Eddie Batty down the middle once again, but a great defence by Rovers, and Robson Stevens comes up with the ball in his hands. He didn't know what to do with it there. He didn't expect that. But Robson Stevens, big in D under the post for Rovers, and looks like Rovers making their 7th interchange this afternoon as they rotate the forwards once again. Sitter comes back on for Jordan Williams, who once again had a good impact off the bench this afternoon for Rovers. Danny Addy plays the ball. Here comes Glover down the middle. Great tackle by Sheffield. Puts him down. Bit slow play the ball. Jimmy Beckett back after that HIA from a couple of weeks ago at Doncaster. A game that Rocky doesn't want me to remind him about, I'm sure. Sitter with the hands out back to Benny Reynolds. Ball back on the inside to Caleb Akins, who breaks the line. Akins get Clay Webb in support, and Clay Webb goes under the post for Rovers.
That's his second, isn't it?
That's his second try of the afternoon, right under the middle of the post. Tara Jones points to the spot. Great play on that left edge there by Ben Reynolds, and a good inside ball by Glover.
Great play. I think they've gone a shift round the back to Ben Reynolds through the middles, and then Ben Reynolds is through a tunnel pass to the centre. It's became man-on-man, so James Glover's turned it back on the inside to Caleb, and then he's broke through and found Clay in support, so very good try.
That takes the score to Rovers 28, Sheffield 4, and with probably, about 4 or 5 minutes left here this afternoon. Clay Webb's...
will be in the last 5 minutes.
So you probably heard that, the timekeeper, his very own timekeeper today, it feels we're that close to him. There's 5 minutes as soon as he kicks this goal. So 75 minutes gone. Rovers lead 28 points to 4 with a kick to come here from under the posts. Even I'd put my house on this one, Rocky. I know the wind's there, but I'm putting my house on it. I'm sure he's going to get this one. You're actually at the post now. Benny Reynolds then lines the kick up. And yes, I've kept my house. That's good. Kicks the goal. It's Rovers 30. Sheffield Eagles 4. This is the second half probably that we were talking about at half time, Rocky, wasn't we? Off air, we were talking about what do we expect from this second half from Rovers. and it'd be nice for us to score some points. And this they have done, haven't they, in this last sort of 20 minutes or so?
Yeah, they have. They really took the intensity up and cracked Sheffield's defence and threw some good plays at them. And hopefully we can get another try before the game finishes now and get a bit more extra on his points difference.
So it's FRTV Live with me, Jaffa, and Rocky Hampshire. Rovers 30, Sheffield Eagles 4. Sheffield going for a short kickoff. Glover catches the ball though, and Rovers back in possession. Shame earlier on to see Cal Turner unfortunately going off injured. He looks like he's got some ice on that leg over on that far side at the moment. Hopefully it was just a stinger and nothing more, but we'll be asking Cookie after the game. Well, you can hear in the background Sheffield Eagles are just giving their player of the match, Rocky, and I did say to you at half-time I want you to have a think about a player of the match. Just before we do, though, Rovers coming down this right side with Bailey O'Connor, but he gets wrapped up well by Sheffield.
Like Sheffield's give their man of match to Titus Garza. I would have argued for Eddie Batty, but Titus has been great. But
yeah,
I thought Eddie changed it for
that first half.
Energy.
Well, I agree.
I don't think he's gone off yet, actually. So
he's not. He's still there. He's
yeah.
So go on then. What do you think as we kick on the last tackle? Danny Addy puts his foot through the ball. It's not a bad kick. That'll be happy with that one. They'll be happy with that one.
Man of match. I'm going to stick with my two candidates of Callum Turner and Connor Jones. I think Callum. Oh, good carry by the shunker here. I thought Callum Turner's involvement just separated us from the closeness of the game. That little double through and then his break. So. We're
sticking with Callum.
We're sticking with Callum.
I agree.
We're sticking with Callum.
I think Connor's played really well,
yeah.
But Callum took on the line. We talked about it at the start, didn't we? We wanted to see him taking on the line today,
yeah.
And he's broke the line 2 or 3 times. Broke the defensive line, Sheffield defensive line down, and done really well. So well done to Callum Turner, today's FRTV Live man of the match, chosen by Rocky Hampshire this afternoon. We're into the last couple of minutes then here at the Steel City Stadium. We're going to catch up, of course, with Paul Cook after the game. Rovers 30, Sheffield 4. Sheffield kick. Harry Bowers kicks through, and he seems to be the only one chasing it for Sheffield at the moment. But Caleb Akins takes it well and brings the ball 10 metres out.
I thought. I don't know what's going on there. A little bit of scratchy decision. The linesman's give.
He's lost the ball. I think getting.
She's sending someone off here.
Gone to the pocket. Who's that for?
Ben Reynolds.
Ben Reynolds said something out of turn there and gets a yellow card and sent to the sin bin.
I think, Connor Jones second in man of match I've really been impressed with him. I knew he would though, because he obviously had the green light of playing 80 this week with Will Jubb getting a rest through. So I think Connor Jones.
Hang on, what's happened here? She's changed the colour of the card to a red card. Ben Reynolds has just been given a red card. Not sure what's been said, but definitely a yellow card came out first of all from Tara Jones and then swapped to a red card and a penalty for dissent. So I'm not sure what Benny Reynolds has said. He's having a walk across now to this side of the field. Ben Reynolds not needed that. I don't know what he said, but I know it's frustrated. Maybe very frustrated with the decision, clearly. But to be given a red card, Cookie won't be happy with that one, will he?
He won't, no. But it's
hard when you're out there, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I wonder what's been said or what how the refs taking it or whatever. So
I think it's something to the touch judge rather than the referee. It's the touch judge. I think she went across to the touch and talked to the touch judge. So anyway. Ben Reynolds just coming off the field straight into the changing rooms this afternoon. And we're back underway. Sheffield attacking the Rovers line. Eddie Batty tries the charge under the post, but met well.
Caleb's going to have to get more involved in goal line defence here because we're a number down. So Caleb's going to have to stay in the line but work hard to get back and forth.
Comes out to the right, but well met by Danny Addy, who holds up the player for the cavalry to come in for Rovers. Great defence, pushing Sheffield back a good 5 metres there.
If you're Sheffield, you need to try and throw some players on and change the way of
it down
attack.
the middle at me now.
Instead of taking carries, just straight up carries, you need to change direction if you want to just
go out to the right. Eddie Batty with a dummy.
offload.
Passes back to Harry Bowes and still gets the ball. That was lucky, that really. I thought we were through there. It looks like Sheffield are going to be over the line. They get the ball down. Clay Webb's got the ball in his hands, but the referee points to the spot and gives the try. Not sure which Sheffield player scored that.
Ryan Miller, I think.
Is that who it was?
I think so.
We think it was Ryan Miller for Sheffield scoring that try right on that, right between the uprights and the corner flag on that right-hand side.
Finally got a message off it, Josh Hardcastle.
Oh, you finally got a message from Hardy. And what's he say?
He says I'm like a young Eddie Hemmings, so I'll take that. I hope he's still listening now.
So we might do a vote on FRTV to find out who we think has been the best between Josh and Rocky. But I'm not voting. I'm not going to take that one.
Well, actually, he messaged me 40 minutes ago. I've just seen it, so sorry, mate. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just
not ignoring. You're just concentrating. You're just concentrating. So Eagles then going in for a consolation try at the end of this game, and as you can hear in the background there, that was the full-time hooter. Paul Cook walking out of the onto the field. Doesn't look too upset. Looks all right. And they've kicked the goal to make it full-time score then here at the Steel City Stadium. Sheffield Eagles 10, Featherstone Rovers 30. Rocky just summing up that game then. I think a lot of there was sometimes we seemed dominant in attack especially, but then there was other times when time and time again we seemed to just drop off that little bit. Was that Sheffield picking the game up, or was that Rovers sort of dropping off? What do you think?
I think it was just a bit of it would get very scratchy. I think Sheffield made it scratchy at times, which were fair play to them. Maybe that were their game plan, so to make it scratchy and slow us down and make it stop-start. But we obviously made some errors and a few. A few. Paul Cook's just speaking to the ref. I think.
Yeah, so watching that myself. It was
a bit scratchy at time, but we was very dominant overall. And the wind and the pitch makes the game like this. So good winning end, and on to next week with 2 games left in the regular season and 2 big games. Callum Turton has got ice on his knee, but he's walking. He is walking, yes, he certainly is. We'll be asking Cookie about that after the game. Rocky, thank you very much for joining us here on FRTV Live today. Just in summary then, Rovers taking the 2 points here in the Steel City Stadium. Final score here on FRTV Live, Featherstone Rovers 30, Sheffield Eagles 10. 2 big games to go as the Rovers players go over and clap the fans this afternoon. 2 big games to go in the Betfred Championship. Oldham at home next week, and then Bradford Bulls away. We'd love to see you down at the Millennium Stadium next week, so make sure we see you down there. Thanks very much for joining us here on FRTV. Rovers takes the 2 points. Rovers 30, Sheffield Eagles 10.